Is it time for you to get off the sidelines if you're waiting to buy? I just wanted to kind of talk about what I'm seeing in the market right now. There's so many different things going on right now. For example, just to talk about me personally, I have never had more listings in my career as I do right now. That is a good thing, yet nothing is moving. So I think we're at a really interesting tipping point in the market right now. Here in Dallas, it's generally a very hot market. I do believe that the, higher interest rate, which is a perception by, I think, the younger crowd out there that has not experienced that these interest rates are pretty average if you look over the past 25 years. But there's a lot of people that are still on the sidelines. I also think that the election has something to do with it. I think there's a lot of people that are kind of waiting to see. They're also waiting to see potentially when the Fed meets again November 7th, if there is going to be another quarter point or half point drop. None of us know the answers to any of these questions, but it just got me to thinking about a couple things. Number one, our current rates as of today, I just pulled up, are 6.2 for a 30-year conventional loan. So here's some things that I am talking to mortgage brokers about. For example, I just got off the phone. I sent him a text, Sawyer Lake, Churchill Mortgage. I'm shouting out to you. I said I'm looking for content just because I started reading about this and I thought, there's a couple tricks that we see out there as realtors that we provide. I was right on one. He actually gave me some new ideas on some new things. So first one out of the chute that we talk about is called a 2-1 buy down. The first year, you can buy down your rate by 2 points. So if it's currently at 6.2, you could get down to 4.2 your first year, which is a significant savings for you. The second year, it goes up 1 point. So you would go from 4.2 to 5.2 the following year. I mean, rates in the fives, you guys. I bought in 2019, my condo, my rate's at a 5. It's fine. I mean, I'm at a 5. So I think we're really, really close. So this is normal. This is not a strange, really high rate. So 2-1 buy down, that's option one. There's also a 1-0 buy down that Sawyer talked about, which I was not familiar with, that might actually be a better fit because maybe the election, maybe the Fed rates, if you think, you feel comfortable just to buy down your rate for 1 year, that'll get it down by 1 point. So that gets you into the 5. So you're at 5.2 for the first year. And then at any point during that year, if the rates drop below 5.2, you can always refinance. So that's just a little bit more of a short term, but gets a little bit of the steam out of the kettle, so to say. So another thing that Sawyer brought up that I did not know, you do not have to, I do know you don't have to put 20% down, but I did not know that for a conventional loan, your minimum is 3%. That is not a lot of money. Of course, it depends on how much the home is or the condo is that you're initially looking to purchase, but 3% is not a lot. So you could get into a home or a condo or a townhome at a very low amount of money. Oh, so 3% down for, that's for first-time home buyers, which I did not mention. So to go back to the election, I just saw a graph, which I'm trying to find again on my computer. If I do, I will post that graph up. And it just showed the history of all the elections over the years, and prices for homes go up after every election. So I'm thinking about all these buyers out there. I'm thinking about my listings, trying to come up with creative ways to entice buyers to get back in the market. So between right now, it's October 1st, and the election, this is kind of a really quiet period, but maybe you should be thinking about getting in the market, because do you want to jump in the pool when everybody else jumps in the pool? I just think about that. And there's a ton of competition. Then you're getting into multiple offers, bidding wars, Nobody wants to get involved in that. Then the inventory is going to change and you're not going to get your first choice. You might not get your second choice of a home. It just gets to be very competitive. And I think that also scares buyers quite a bit. So I think these are just all things that I'm starting to consider, and I'm starting to think about this for my buyers out there, to reiterate to them that they need to start thinking about these things. If they're nervous because they're not sure what's going to happen, once the election happens or rates drop potentially anymore, we know what's going to happen. All these other people that have been sitting on the sidelines are going to jump in. So it's just personal preference. Do you want to be in a multiple offer situation, or would you rather be just directly negotiating with the other seller's agent and trying to get the best deal you possibly can, and working with a mortgage lender such as maybe Sawyer Lake at Churchill to try to get you the best deal that you can right now before everyone else? So these are just some things that I was thinking about today. Okay, so I did want to touch more on buying during a presidential election. I just found the graphic, which I will post, asking if is it better to wait until after the election. And it says history shows home prices typically go up the year after a presidential election. So moving now may be a better bet. Prices went up after 7 of the last 8 presidential elections. So I just think, these are all things that you need to consider. Whoever's watching this video needs to consider, whatever you guys feel comfortable with. But I personally would like to have more control. If I find a home, I feel like I would have control over the deal more than if I'm trying to go after a home where there's 3, 4, or 5 other people that are trying to get in on the same home. Then it just really gets pretty far out of your control. And then other things to think about, if you are going to be buying now and the rates are a little bit higher than you're comfortable with, maybe start to consider, how long are you going to live there? If you're going to live there for a long time, you always have the option to refinance. Again, to go back to me, my condo that I bought in 2020, my rate is at a 5. I have not refinanced, and I think they might have gone down maybe in 2020 or 2021, but to me, it just there wasn't enough. It didn't go down enough for me to pay, I think, the fee to refinance. I'm still at a 5. It's fine. Of course, the rates have gone up, but if the rates go down, if they get down to 4, I'm refinancing. So these are just all things that I think buyers need to consider. There's just a lot of things happening in the market. I did notice today we have a lot of inventory. So you guys, there is a lot out there. Keep your eyes open. We had 13 new homes as of, I think, noon today that hit the market here in Dallas. So there's a lot of stuff out there. I'm sure they're loading them in as we speak. We're seeing a lot of price reductions are out there. And I think sellers are getting really creative in how they're working with buyers to try to entice them to work a deal that works for everybody. So I just wanted to get on here real quick and just give you guys what I'm seeing in the market and what my value is to you as a realtor. Some of the things that I'm seeing that might be able to help you better make a decision if you're looking to be in the market. And here's another interesting fun fact. So for those of you that, I have heard this, having some conversations with buyers, there's some people that are out there that are saying, oh, well, I think the market is going to correct. I'm waiting for the bottom to fall out, or for there to be a potential recession, or for home prices to go down. I've just got a stat for the last 10 years from 2011 to 2023 for median home prices in Dallas, and they went up every single year from 2011 to 2022, and they went down a fraction in 2023. So when I say they went down, in 2022, the median home price in Dallas was $400,000. In 2023, it's $395,000. So I think that gives you a really good bird's eye view In 2011, the average home price was $149,900, and now it's $395,000. So what are you waiting for? For those of you that are considering buying, Dallas is a hot market. Dallas is a growth market. Are you making tons and tons of money? No, but your investment or your home, it looks like over the last 10 years of data, it's gone up every single year except for 2023, where it went down by $5,000. That's not a huge hit. So I'm just trying to make you guys feel better. I think everybody out there is a little nervous about what's happening in the market. We don't know what's going to happen in any of the other states or even in the United States, but I can tell you what's going on in the Dallas market and what I'm seeing. And I just want to provide you guys with as much helpful information as I can to try to make you feel you can make a more educated decision when you're ready to purchase a home. And if you are ready to purchase a home, Kendall Travis with Dave Carey Miller Real Estate. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe below, tap the bell for all the latest market updates. I will try to keep you guys up to the date on everything that's happening in Dallas, cool condos, rate changes, all kinds of adventures that I go on in my real estate and week, and all the things that I learn along the way, and try to pass all that information to you.